Hi there, welcome along to see another battle report. This time we got Kings of War. It's my Kingdoms of Men versus Stuart's Elves. We're playing 800 points for practicing for an upcoming tournament which will be 1,000 points. So playing 800 really just to give it a slightly different flavour when we play the different sized games, and we don't all end up spending our time playing the same damn games as we've done before. So here's our setup. Sorry for some of the blurry pictures that are coming up. I think my anti-shake on the camera wasn't switched on, which didn't help. But my opponent played a little trick where I had to deploy D3+1 units to start with instead of just the one before he has to deploy. So I ended up deploying 3 units, I think, before he deployed his first one. So I bunkered up in the corner just to make sure I'm relatively safe, because I know he had some fast stuff to get around my flanks. So as you can see, sorry for the below picture, I have on the far side I've got a unit of foot guard. I've got a troop of foot guard next to them. Behind them I've got a general winged beast. I have 2 phalanx units of shield spear wall, 10 archers, and a battle standard behind them. So on the left hand side of the board, my opponent had his Stormwind cavalry, 2 spearmen set up in the wood there. I think it was a battle standard behind. He also gave his battle standard an item which allowed him to heal 3 as well. The little barrel there is tokens. Tokens are worth, I think, a 6 or 7 amount. Tokens are worth an extra 80 points at the end of the game if you're within 3 inches of them. And on the right hand side of the board, he's got these models here representing his Draken Riders. He's ordered up some, so they haven't arrived yet, so he's just play testing at the moment. And he's got a 10-man unit of scouts as well. My opponent got first turn and just moves his troops up, so as you can see. Down on his wing, he brings his Draken Riders right up as far as they can. The archers had vanguarded, so with the vanguard on the move, they were able to get up onto the hill, where there was also a little token as well. In my turn, I move my winged beast up to start watching for their flanks. My spearmen move up only a bit. I try and bring my troop of foot guard across. My regiment of foot guard, I decided to send around the building. Now, I'm still not used to this game, and I forget when you go at the double, you can't turn at all, unless you have nimble or something. So it's quite a slow manoeuvre to get these guys around the top of the building. I hope to be there in a couple of turns. So my opponent brought his storm cavalry into my phalanx. A spearman just jostled position to make sure their fronts were facing me. Stormwind, not Stormwind, his Drakens came around the flank, ready for some flanking charges on my phalanx, I think. And his banner was just brought to the centre there, ready to heal any damage he takes later on. Stormwind come in and do 9 wounds. In this I use red dice to represent the wounds on units. If it goes beyond 6, I put a little token below them. I've got a little round token he's sitting on there that represents another dice. So I've got 9 wounds there. But I managed to stick around. I've got my very inspiring nearby. So if he did rout me, I would have got him to re-roll it anyway. And so my opponent bounces off an inch. In my turn, I throw my winged beast into the flank of the spearman at the top. It meant they get none of their phalanx abilities against him. My spearmen go forward into his Stormwind cavalry. Other than that, I'm still trying to move my regiment of foot guard around the house, which is taking forever. My foot guard, a little regiment of them in the middle. I'm trying to get up for a flank charge. And my spearmen move up to try and support my winged character. Here's just a shot here of my general winged beast going into his flank. And this is at the end of the combat. Both my units bounce, neither of my opponents have failed. I can see I've done 2 on the Stormwind. I'm not sure how many I did on the Spearman. Must have been a couple there from the flank attack. In my opponent's turn, he turns the Spearman to face my general on the top, and then crashes everything into my 4 Spearmen down at the bottom. Draken Riders come in the flank, Stormwind in the front. These 4 guys aren't going to survive this round. Yeah, as I thought, they disappeared into a puff of smoke, and I think that's all my opponent did. Yeah. So my turn, I managed to get my troop of foot guard in with great weapons and my archers in, so these Dragon Riders, and hopefully break them because they're quite low nerve value. At the top, I've also managed to charge some spearmen into my opponent's spearmen, and there goes in my spear. My spearman at the top bounced off his, and down the bottom I managed to break his Dragon Riders. So I just reformed my troops, trying to stay out of the arc of the charging Stormwind Cavalry. In my opponent's turn, he charges in with his 2 spearmen into my 1 spearman. Stormwind Cavalry turn around to face me, and I think this is where his archers start to get into range of my General and Beast up the top there, and gets 1 wound on me with some archery. And I think he also uses the heal, either on his spearmen or on his Stormwind Cavalry, to start getting some of his wounds back. And as you can see there on the left hand side is my very slow trudging unit of foot guard. Here's the spearman charge. Not good having guys going on in flank. And somehow my opponent completely whiffs. Yeah, I've got 6 wounds on them. As you see, there's a token there that's got no dice on it. That means they're wavered. But they've gone in with 15 attacks from the front, 25 attacks on the flank, and did 6 wounds. So I was really lucky there. In my turn, I turn my winged beast round to be able to see the flank of the spearmen, and also the rear of the Stormwind Cavalry if they're still about. My guard foot are slowly coming around, they're about to come into the fight now. Down the bottom I've charged again, both in with my archers and my foot guard as well. Yeah, my guys at the bottom down there bounced, but I did manage to waver the knights there. So again, my opponent throws in his spearmen against mine. I'm hoping to do a bit better than last time. But unfortunately, again, he only rolls for 6 wounds in the end of it, and then rolls a double 1 for my nerve test. So I'm okay. I don't know how that happened. A bit of luck on my side, I think. So in my turn, I charge in my foot guard at the top. That managed to clip the spearman. My foot guard down the bottom and my archers run in again against the Stormwind. And my winged beast again goes in against the flank of the spearman. Yeah, so he survived my charges. His spearmen down the bottom were wavered. In my opponent's turn, he threw his spearmen into my spearmen and got rid of them. And of course he couldn't do anything with his wavered unit. And moved his standard bearer up behind his troops again to try and heal a couple of troops. So my turn, I charge his spearmen and go to the flank of the spearmen with the winged beast. And again, I have my foot guard charge into the spearmen at the top there as well. I've just moved up my archers to hold the objective that's there. I don't know why I forgot about my standard bearer, but I seem to have forgotten about him. Never mind. This is probably turn 6. There may be a last turn of the game, I think. So his spearman unit popped. I bounced off the other spearman unit. And then we rolled the dice to see if we got another turn of the game. And unfortunately for the Elves, we did. So he charged my foot guard, bounced off them, causing only 2 wounds. And then in the final turn, I charged everything into his and finish off his last spearman. Right, so the last shot of the game, this is just when I charged everything in. See my foot guard in front, foot guard in flank, and my winged beast. So it was all over for the Elves. At the end of that, he had his standard bearer left and his scouting elves as well. So a win for the Kingdoms of Men, and that's it for this game. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, please like, and I can always do more in the future. Alright then guys, take care, farewells.